Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, push down, push down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respect for lead, that's for me, you don't down. Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Boz, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. I'm roofing up like roofing, I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim at ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not
spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
They're going to look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, they go right back to Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Second down at 5. Back to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Second and 2. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 cycles.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 53-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 35 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14, Vikings 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and 6. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 21, Vikings 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here we go. Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Okay, right?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Ready up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Right. 97.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Going right back to Dotson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready.
Give him another shot here on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On second down, they'll run it here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal.
52.
And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss just making plays, but his spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Up the middle, it's Cook. Bryce Hall there defensively.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry here for Robinson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes its own coming through.
this offense on third down today. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd and 3. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Whenever I turn